Hello everyone, my name is Drunvalo Melchizedek, and many of you found me on YouTube last year with a broad podcast that we put out called The Maya of Eternal Time. It was focused on the December 2012 date and the prophecy and what may or may not happen, pole shifts, all these kinds of things. Well, there's another side to this coin. There's something else, actually more important really to us, and it's something that the whole world is almost completely unaware of. It's fantastic information. For about the last 13,000 years, part of our humankind has been preparing for this, a moment that we happen to be living right now. I mean, 13,000 years of preparing for this minute. And all over the world, there are about 83,000 sacred sites everywhere. And these sacred sites are not disconnected. This is something that is amazing, but it's true. In fact, this information has even been released to the United Nations, and mathematically it's true. But it's hard to accept that the ancient people from a long time ago had the kinds of abilities that they would have had to have in order to do what I'm about to talk about. But all these things, the Great Pyramid in Egypt and all the pyramids that we find all around the world, the temples in Japan, the pyramids in the Yucatan, and everywhere, all over the world, in Tibet, these pyramids are all interconnected. And they are doing something which is a science that we aren't quite even up to at this point in the 21st century. What they've discovered is that when there is a pole shift, which we were talking about in in this last broadcast, there is also a consciousness shift. So there's a huge, enormous shift in the outer world. There's an equally huge, enormous shift inside of every human being. And this is what they've been preparing for. Long ago, we used to be on a different level of consciousness. It's hard to even imagine where we were, and we lost that. And when we lost it, we have got permission, for the Ascended Masters and other people have got permission to bring this back to us. And so these pyramids are all connected into the earth in a very accurate, specific place that's called geomancy, that creates an energy field around the earth. It's an electromagnetic field. It's crystalline in nature, and this field surrounds the earth. It is actually there. The United States has found one of them, and Russia has found the other one. And it is these fields that determine how we interpret the reality. Well, when what the Mayans are talking about happens, there's this other thing that is about to happen also. And I really want to tell you what it is, because when you find out and understand what the world has been doing for the last 13,000 years for you, and how they are about to initiate all of these things, you're going to be very happy. Because it's going to mean that there's going to be a transformation in you, that where the whole world is going to change before your very eyes. And it is this story, the story of the history that has happened around this, the science that has happened around this, exactly how this has taken place, and the birthing of this grid, which is a living thing, the birthing of what happened in the world, and how this actually came out into the world, and how it was completed through all these different indigenous tribes. It's time you knew that you are not alone. There are many people in this universe that are rooting for you, and it is about to happen very, very soon, where this change is going to take place. On April 22nd, on Earth Day, very soon, in a couple more months, we were going to give a podcast out to the world and tell them all this information for the first time. And if you're interested in that, then go to www.drunvalo.net, and there you can get your front row seat. So, thank you, and I hope to see you very soon.